Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and I'm back to show you what my plans for 2020 are. So my planner system for 2019 was the Hobonichi Cousin, and overall I really liked it, but it was a little bit big and it was a little bit heavy, and I definitely didn't utilize all of these pages. So for 2020, I've decided that I want to try out bullet journaling in a B6 Stalogy. Without further ado, let's just jump into it and I'll show you what I have set up so far. I open up to the cover page. It has the year, and then my focus word or sort of word of the year is going to be believe. And then on the opposite page, I have my annual overview. And I made this page with pretty much just these tools. The headers are all the zebra Mildliners. The titles are all done in the Sharpie pen for that bold kind of look. The accents I did, like all of these stars and some other pages, you'll see some highlights. I did most of it with the Tombow, so this is just, a random color, but I used Tombow for it. And then most of my writing is going to be using, this is the pen that came with the Hobonichi for 2020, and I believe it is a Uni Jetstream. I'll look it up and link it in the description. But I chose this because it doesn't seem to smear in the Stalogy when you highlight over it. So that's why I'm planning to go with this for most of my writing. Then we flip to the future log. And I got this idea from Lindsay Scribbles, who I will link below. You should really check her out because all of her stuff is super cute and super functional, and she has some really, really great ideas for not only bullet journaling, but she does a lot in the Cousin as well. But basically the breakdown here is I have my months and I've divided it into different rows, and so each row has a different purpose. So the top row here is going to be birthdays and holidays. The middle row is events and appointments. And then this bottom row is sort of any out of the ordinary tasks or things to schedule. So auto insurance coming up, when to schedule an appointment, and things of that nature. So I have 2 pages of that. On this page, I haven't done it yet. It's January 3rd, forgive me. But I plan to do a vision board and my 2020 goals, and it's gonna look something like this. So this is what I did in my Cousin for 2019. I had a vision board, and then I also had, cover this up, I had my sort of big picture goals. And so I will be doing that on these pages. And I'll actually just limit it to a vision board on one side and that goal breakdown on the other. And then we get into what's going to be my monthly spreads. This is what a typical monthly spread looked like in my Hobonichi Cousin, and I think I'm gonna keep it pretty simple in this as well. I just haven't drawn it out yet. So I counted out all the spreads here. And then at the very end, I also plan to do a 2020 recap or highlights of the year. And that's what you're gonna see kind of on this page. I did it for the previous year in 2018 for my 2019 one, but I'm gonna do just an overview for the actual 2020 year at the end. So just a highlights page like that. And then this is what I have set up for my monthly right now. I basically made a little divider. It's out of like scrapbook paper, and I just taped it down. And I think this is a Sunshine Sticker Co. sticker that I use, and I'll be using for all of the dates or the months. And then I also have, I didn't mention it before, but these dividers or these tabs are from Rose Color Days, and I'll link everything in the description, but super cute, love it so far. On this page, I originally was going to do January goals, but I decided I actually want to do January highlights. I'm just gonna wipe that out, write in highlights, and we'll be good to go. But I kind of want to do some sort of monthly monthly overview, monthly memory keeping in this little spot right here. At the end of the year, when I do a quick flip through, I want to have basically as I turn to each month, I want to see memories from that month. So that's the goal for this page. And then we're going to flip into my monthly log. I know this is going to change as I get back into the swing of bullet journaling, but this is the sort of blank basic outline that I have so far, which is going to be on this side is all of the events, appointments, things like that nature, and then on this side I have tasks and goals. And I also think I'm going to put some sort of like decoration, maybe a quote sticker or something in this corner, because I definitely don't have this many goals that I have per month. I also think tasks is going to end up being more of a brain dump. So like I said, I'm playing around, seeing what works for me, what doesn't. This will be the sort of weekly, daily log combination. Back when I used to bullet journal, I had basically just this sort of section, this middle part, and my daily logs. I had the date, things I wanted to do that day, and that was it. But I realized, and especially using the cousin this past year, is that I like having a sort of running task list or running to-do list. And I also like having the ability to write or pre-plan certain events and tasks per day. And so I kind of want to test out what that flexibility looks like in these daily logs. Do I actually fill out these pages, or do I really just need maybe like a running task list at the beginning of the month and that's it, and I just kind of do daily logs as I go? Figuring that out, and that's the whole purpose of this bullet journal. And so I will share other spreads. Right now, as you can see, it's completely blank. But as I go through, I'll share and do flip throughs of my months. The first 2/3 of this Stalogy is going to be all of those monthly, weekly, daily logs. But what I did in the back is that's where I'm going to have all of my typical bullet journal style collections. And so I just want to take you through really quick these couple of spreads I have and talk a little bit about other spreads I might add. So this is another idea from Lindsay Scribbles, and this is going to be my work hours tracker. I'm salaried, so I work a typical 40-hour work week most of the time, but when we have our crazy busy season, I just want to keep tabs on how many hours I'm working, what's the average, just something that I can kind of take with me and see really what work I'm putting in. And then I also have a list, which I will write later, of all of our contracts that we'll be working on this year. So that is this spread. On this page, I have an exercise tracker and a cycle tracker, but I think I'll probably switch this to maybe like a macro or sort of diet tracker of some sort, something that tells me how much I've been keeping tabs on my eating, and this is going to be tabs on my exercise. I'm going to white this out, white it out on the index, and we'll move on and be good to go. This is my 75 hard tracker. So 75 hard is a sort of mental toughness challenge, which usually ends up having really nice fitness and physical results. But the purpose is like a mental toughness, mental grit challenge. And I made it halfway through a couple months ago. So I made it to like day 30, and then I missed one of the tasks and I failed it. And so I really want to complete it for real in 2020, because I did get such good results and such good experiences out of those 30 days. I want to see what it looks like when I really, really finish it out. And then this page will be sort of my before and after pictures, stats, all of that good stuff. This is going to be my order tracker. This is just tracking anything that I have ordered online so that I don't forget that I ordered it. And that is all I have right now. But other ideas I have are definitely going to be things like either gratitude trackers, books to read, movies to watch, probably a lot more trackers just because I love tracking stuff and I love having that data all in one spot. So I'll probably consider a few more habits that I want to track long term. I also need like a cleaning list, all sorts of stuff that I can think of to add here. I'm just gonna do it as I go because that's why I have all these blank pages in the back. So that is my plan for 2020. As of right now, I want to just have one book, one bullet journal. I think I have enough pages. Like I said, I really didn't mind the Hobonichi cousin, and so worst case scenario, I know I can order one of these babies and I will be, you know, pretty content to use this again in 2020. But first I want to see, can I make this work? And I'm really hopeful because I love the size. It's so cute. And I feel like I can be a little bit more creative than I was in the Hobonichi. I'm not really sure why, but bullet journaling has always brought out that more creative side of things in me. So I guess I will keep you guys updated, but that is my current plan. I'm excited to try out bullet journaling again. It worked really well for me for a long time, and I'm really hopeful for 2020. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a happy new year and happy 2020. Bye.